Watson, come in. I suppose you're wondering why I've requested you join for a quick conference today. Come on, sit down, man, don't dawdle. I've seen broken-down omnibuses move faster than you. Now, I've asked you to join me, not to smoke a pipe by the fire, but to solve a mystery. Incidentally, I've stoked up a lovely fire for us, but seem to have gotten ash all over my hands. I used your new scarf to clean them, hope you don't mind. It could only improve that ghastly pattern. You see, Watson, we have lived together in Baker Street for many a year now, as roomies, which I believe is the popular term. In that time we have solved many a crime, but never a crime so dastardly as this. For many weeks I have been stalked by a nefarious, invisible, evil mastermind who plagues my every waking moment. To wit, 1 month ago I opened my copy of the London Times to find scrawled within it the words, "Up yours, you lanky big-nosed douche clown. I'm going to cut off all your hair while you sleep and make you eat it." Most vexing. Douche clown. Some sort of cleaning implement, perhaps. Anyway, you remember the distressing day, do you, Watson? I can see you biting back tears of sadness, bless you. Yes, it was the day after your wife Mary joined us for dinner, and I remarked that she had the ugliest profile I had ever seen. I was merely stating the facts, not sure why you both became most disagreeable afterwards. Now, the newspaper scrawls were but the first in a cavalcade of crimes. Some days later, I got into bed and noticed on the pillow next to me what can only be described as half a kilo of human excrement. This troubled me. I examined the aforementioned waste most diligently, but could find no clues save that the donator of this matter eats a diet rich in fibre. Incidentally, the housekeeper mentioned that your pumpernickel rye bread has run out, as has your supply of Mother Hagfree's bounteous bowel broom elixir. She says she will purchase some more tomorrow. Though I'd go easy on all that food if I were you, old boy. It doesn't take the world's greatest detective to deduce that you're getting quite the belly on you. The Hound of Baskervilles itself would struggle to eat you up in a single sitting. What else? Yes, I was speaking of the string of crimes upon my person. You remember my violin, the one I had just purchased at the dear price of 50 guineas. As you recall, Watson, I had only just begun playing the violin, a beautiful sonata, when you interrupted, asking if there was some sort of cat yowling in heat, or perhaps a fox giving birth on a pile of rusty bagpipes. A puzzling query indeed. We really must sharpen your analytical skills. Then, mere hours later that same day, I found my new violin utterly destroyed, smashed into a dozen pieces. Someone had broken it repeatedly against a wall. Shards of wood lay scattered everywhere. Terrible, terrible business. What? You must remember that, you fool. I even asked you if you had seen anyone suspicious enter the house, but you were too busy plucking a splinter from your oversized hand. For an ex-army man, you certainly are quite the lily-liver, Watson. Patience, patience, we're nearing the end of my case notes now. I have just one more incident to relate. Stop me if I've been going too fast. I know you have trouble keeping up, you harmless old simpleton. Now, this weekend, as I was striding home, something struck me on the back of the head. A raw egg. An egg thrown by assailant unknown. I whirled around and found you, and deduced that you too were returning homeward. Capital, I thought. Watson must have witnessed the blighter who did it. Alas, you shrugged and said you had seen nobody neither. Now then, Watson, what can we deduce from this disparate, horrendous run of crimes? When we say what can we deduce, I of course mean what can I deduce, you being, as we have discussed at length, of subnormal intelligence at best. Well, Watson, my conclusion is this. Only one man could have done this. One man with whom I have had a close connection for far too long, who knows my habits like the back of his hand. That Napoleon of crime, Moriarty himself. Only Moriarty could strike so remorselessly, yet fade into the mist like a spectre. Only he has the motive to destroy me, the greatest detective the world has ever seen. I fear the stress has quite taken it out of me. I feel as weak and sluggish as your intellect. Fetch me a cup of tea, would you, old boy, while I prepare my pipe. Thank you, old fellow. A mug of strong jar will no doubt revive me. Nice and hot. You know, Watson, the more I drink this brew, the more I detect it has a dashed odd flavor. I detect complex acidity, ammonia, tart, bitter, high calcium content. Watson, someone has urinated into my Darjeeling. Oh, Moriarty, you unstoppable fiend!